I first got interested in microbiology as a child. It was probably due to my mother. My mother worked as a medical technologist for a hospital laboratory. I became interested in bacteria and fungi.
Let me highlight one of his key discoveries, and that was the likely geographic origin of Cryptococcus neoformans, which is now globally distributed.
Cryptococcus neoformans is a pathogenic yeast. It's found in the environment.
Globally, the recent studies from the CDC are that there are more than 1 million cases of cryptococcal meningoencephalitis every year, more than 600,000 deaths that are a result of that. What Tom and a senior fellow now on our research track faculty, Anna Litvinseva, discovered was a unique population of isolates that's from sub-Saharan Africa.
So the Parsimonious Hypothesis is that here in sub-Saharan Africa, these diverse strains may have given rise to all the other strains that we see. These highly diverse subpopulation in Botswana and parts of South Africa are associated with native African trees.
It's a very interesting tree called the Mapana tree, and this is the tree that the natives in Botswana use for essentially every aspect of their life. They build their homes with lumber from the Mapana tree. They use it for firewood. They use the bark as dental floss. They grow worms on these trees called the Mapana worm, and they cook them and eat them.
We went on an 11-day excursion all around the country of Botswana, which is about the size of Texas. And we sampled Mapana trees as well as a lot of other trees. And we knew that there's a possibility we wouldn't find anything, no Cryptococcus. And then we would have to wonder what we should do. Well, it turns out that about 15% of the sites were positive for crypto. And when we saw the crypto coming up on those plates, we realized, we succeeded. Our expectations were met, and we were really excited.
And they realized then that this is the cradle or the birthplace of this pathogenic microbe. It started there in sub-Saharan Africa in trees, and then somehow it adapted to live in pigeon guano and swept the globe.
The value in identifying these progenitor strains is that they're the strains that one would want to look at for any kind of scientific research, because if you're going to look for new drugs, new diagnostic aids, these would be the strains to look at because they have the basic genomic complement of the other strains. I'd like to say a little bit about, or mention the postdocs who have been most crucial. Of note, Wieland Meyer developed a genotyping system that is used today for Cryptococcus. Jianping Xu spent 3 years in the laboratory. Bob Mara followed. And then most recently, Anastasia Latvinseva has really taken the global genotyping to its present state. My wife's name is Jill. We liked going to dance, theater, films. When the American Dance Festival came to Duke, I was just really ecstatic and got season tickets, and I've gone almost every single year since then. I had 2 children, 2 daughters from an earlier marriage. There are 5 grandchildren altogether. Fitness is an important part of my life. I like to exercise 3-4 times a week. I like to write, and that's one of my ambitions in retirement now, to have more time to just do sort of science writing and then some perhaps freelance writing.